U kijkt naar een van de eerste cinemafilms vertoond door de gebroeders Lumière. Een eeuw later was de muziekvideoclip de nieuwste vorm van film. De architectuur reageert op deze nieuwe media met de manifestatie What a Wonderful World, muziekvideo's in architecture. De beginnend architect Bernard Tschumi ontwerpt het bekende glazen paviljoen of video gallery voor de manifestatie op het Herenplein. 20 jaar later brengt hij opnieuw een bezoek aan zijn eerste en meest belangrijke ontwerp.
This is good. I'm taking even pictures of it. Good.
So yeah, all right. Okay.
A first reaction?
First reaction is great. It's great. It's like brand new. I love it. So nice. So nice.
You haven't seen it in 20 years. Has it changed?
No. Do you know? Not that much. Not that much. You see, suddenly you find a solution and it can last for a long time. You know, when people say some things are timeless, it's almost timeless. Right? It's good. Oh, and it's cold and there's no heat inside. This is great. When we started, we didn't think that it could, go so far as it did. And these are pictures taken at the time of the opening. That's where you see the boxes, where the television set. It was even before you had flat screens. So the big boxes, the big television sets were in those vertical sort of supports, or those towers. Well, the original purpose was to do a music video festival, and there were a lot of video monitors, and so you would walk from one monitor to the other, and there was no other light than the light of the monitors, and you would see all those figures moving and the reflections, and that was quite an exciting space. In many ways, I was thinking of films. You know that the incredible film by Orson Welles called The Lady from Shanghai, where the end scene, it all happens in a glass palace, but in the glass palace, at the end, everything shatters. They're shooting each other and so on, and creating an event out of the glass. In the case of the pavilion here, you had the same type of shattering, because the reflections of the images were reflecting on the glass, and you didn't know, as you were walking on the slope, you didn't know what was real and what was a reflection. And that was very much intentional.
De gemeente heeft jarenlang geworsteld met de vraag wat ze met het scheve gebouw aan moest. Maar inmiddels heeft het glazen paviljoen een belangrijke functie voor de openbare ruimte.
Was it ever your intention to make the building so difficult to exploit?
You know, I think at the time the building was built just for that summer as a temporary building, and just for that one exhibition, and I'm so excited to see that it could be used for so many different things. So I think it works. Don't forget that in that particular case, we did it pro bono, as we say. We were not paid for it. We did it as a manifesto.
Did you follow what happened with it the last 20 years?
Yes, I received, often I would receive photographs of installations, and I thought that's quite exciting, because it shows that architecture is not only about what it looks like, but what happens in it.
Er was laatst iemand die zei, kunst moet gratis zijn. En die dingen die in het Tschumipaviljoen plaatsvinden kun je altijd gratis bekijken. Ik vind het geweldig.
Hoe hij dus ook in Egypte met die oude gebouwen en daar zoiets super straks tegenaan zet, terwijl het toch een synthese is.
Here it was those two materials, concrete and steel. And in between you have the crowds. And people use it, and it's when they move in that they activate the space. The materials are important. And materials are about the concept. I could say that architecture, the definition of architecture could be the materialization of an idea or the materialization of a concept turned into material. It's about movement and envelope. When we did the glass pavilion, I was interested in the idea of the glass house. There's a famous glass house by Mies van der Rohe, a famous glass house by Philip Johnson. But when you take off the glass of Mies's or Johnson's, then you still have a roof and you still have foundation, you have columns, and everything. Here in the pavilion, if you take off the glass, there's nothing left, there's just the floor. So it's here in Groningen is the real glass house.